So I was asked earlier how I sharpen my bandsaw blade, so I figured I'd give a quick little video. Probably easier to explain it than trying to type it out. So this is just a cheap little Harbor Freight, excuse the mess guys, little Harbor Freight chainsaw sharpener. And so what I did was I removed it comes with a bracket here for the actual saw chain instead of a bandsaw blade. But I just made this little bracket. It's a piece of angle iron on the back side and just flat stock on the front. And you can adjust for the thickness of the band, because I use this for my sawmill and my bandsaw here at the shop. A little bracket here with a little actuating arm, that way get the right angle on here. Sorry, I'm not good at it. Alright, so this little piece right here, flip it up out of the way, flip it back down, and you pull the blade to where it stops on that piece. You can adjust this in and out depending on how many teeth per inch you're doing on your bandsaw. And real quick, so this is the little thin, it's about an 1/8 inch thick wheel that comes with this sharpener, and it'll work on like 3 teeth per inch, 4 teeth per inch. But really, if you start getting into really fine high tooth count blades, that wheel's going to be too thick and not profiled correctly. But it works great on these. These are 1/2 inch Timberwolf. I think these are 3, maybe 4 teeth per inch. But anyways, little bracket here. Like I said, you adjust that up and down. That way, once you sharpen one tooth, you just slide it, and that way you get the same stop every time, and it's at the exact same point. Let me set up something to hold this camera real quick, and I'll try to get a video of it. Alright, set up with the tripod, so let's give this a go. So all I do is just barely touch, just kiss the edge of that tooth. You really don't have to remove much metal to get it sharpened, unless you hit metal or something like that, or you damage the tooth. But if it's just a basic tooth, it comes down, you just barely kiss it. Make sure that you have your depth stop set on there to where you don't go too deep into the gullet. Same with the face of the tooth. I only want it to just barely kind of kiss that gullet down there. So then you just go through each tooth. It takes a little bit of time to get through a blade, but they come out as sharp as new. So I've never had a problem doing this. You want to make sure that you don't take too much off. You want to make sure that you don't overheat and run the temper of that tooth. You're just barely touching it, and that's all it needs to sharpen it up. Hopefully this helps. Like I said, I use this same setup for sawmill, bandsaw blades here. It's worked great. I've been doing it for a long time. So if you got any questions, just hit me up in the comments.